Does Allah become angry? In Surah Al-Fatiha, we say, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. Sirat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim, the path of those whom you've bestowed your favor upon. Ghayri al-Maghdubi alayhim wala ad-dhalin, not the path of those who've incurred your anger. Maghdubi alayhim literally means those who Allah Azza wa Jal is angry with. That's literally what it means. Okay, it comes from a ghadab. Maghdubi alayhi is the one who is receiving the verb ghadiba, which means to be angry. Look, the thing is, we know what it means to be angry, and every being has anger that suits that being. So when the human being gets angry, the human being has blood. So when the human being is angry, the human being is angry in a way that suits the human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not human. He's not like His creation. But He has an anger that befits His majesty, meaning it's an anger that's not like the anger of the creation. So if you think about it, anger in many of its forms for human beings is something bad. It's not good. That's why the Messenger of Allah, he says, La taghdab, do not become angry. Right? But when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's anger, is it ever bad? This shouldn't be something you have to think about. Of course not. It cannot be bad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is perfect, right? We say subhanallah, that Allah is flawless. He's free from any deficiencies or imperfections. So all of the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even though Allah has anger and we have anger, even though it may be something that's not necessarily good for us, it might be bad in many of its forms for us, from the perspective of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His anger is perfect. Meaning there's no deficiency in His anger. Is Allah Azza wa Jal ever angry unjustly? No. Can the human being be angry unjustly? Yes. When a human being gets angry, we can sometimes lose ourselves, lose control. Does that ever happen with Allah Azza wa Jal? No, because this is the result of our deficiencies. Another example of this is, does Allah Azza wa Jal hear? The answer is yes. Do we hear? The answer is yes. But Allah's hearing is not like our hearing. There's a world difference between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hearing and our hearing, right? Does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, does He have mercy? Yes. Do we have mercy? Yes. But it's not the same mercy. It's completely different, right? So just because the name is the same doesn't mean the reality is the same. The reality of Allah's mercy and hearing and anger and all of those other qualities is not like the angry, mercy, and hearing of the creation. Even though the same word might be used. Anger is used for Allah, anger is used for the creation. But the reality is completely different.